G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Today we're going to have a look at a little channel called Woke. He thinks he's so woke. Anyway, I always like to have a look around the comments of these little channels to see who's who in this particular zoo. And look, there we go, we've got a comment by Derek Duvet. Well, that's got to be a feather in your cap, Woke. Oh, and look at this, he wants this to go viral. Well, let's see what we can do for him. Hey, we might all just pay him a visit and see what we can do. Might just all drop by and say hello.
Glass of water. Level.
Oh, Woke, my friend, that is sheer genius. Measuring the top edges of the glass and not the water. No one would have thought of doing that. I mean, no one would do that.
No matter the quantity, it is always level, guys. Here's your proof. Stop yelling gravity at me. Gravity's not real. Level water is. And I can prove it to you this easily. There it is. Look at that. It's perfect. That's more level than the bath is.
Oh, so your bath's not level, mate. You should sack your builder, whoever put that in.
Doesn't matter the shape. Water will conform to it and be level. It does not conform to the outside of a ball. You've never seen that ever in your whole life other than what NASA has shown you.
Oh, it's not just NASA, mate. What about what those Kiwis are showing us? Those Electron Rockets. Yep, that is definitely New Zealand down there. And yep, that is definitely New Zealand down there, and that's definitely water conforming to the outside of the globe. You're not going to dish your Kiwi cousins over across the ditch, are you? Okay, enough of this mucking around in the small water. Wolfie, I told you, mate. Look, enough of this mucking around in the small water. Let's skip to the main event. Where is your final big body of water?
Please wake up, guys. It's really this obvious.
Oh, Princess Street. Compliments to Wolfie, I take it. I hope you got a better deal on the licensing fee than I got.
You already know water's level.
Level and flat are two different things, mate.
Levels are flat and don't curve, ever. If you measure one side of a lake's level and you went over to another side of it and it's level, the whole way across is level because all water's level. It's impossible for it to curve.
Sure, you can go down to the water and it's level, and you can go all the way across the other side and the water is still level. You can even measure the water all the way across. It'll be level all the way over. But I tell you what, with those levels, mate, they are not coplanar. And look, we measured them. Well, are you going to show me your flat proof or not?
It's impossible for it to curve. That's why you've never seen it do it, because it doesn't.
When are you going to show me this flat proof? All I'm seeing is globe signs here. Look, you amaze me, mate. You showed us footage from one of the premier provider of globe proof videos in the world, and you're trying to claim these show flatness. Tell him he's dreaming.
Go and actually look and observe and watch what's repeatable right in front of you.
Oh, I might go and have a look and see what other adventures he's been having on his channel. Oh, crikey, you're not going to believe this. Woke is a Yowie Hunter, looking for the entrance to the inner earth. All right, well, you do you, mate, and I'll just back away slowly. Oh, and next time I do a bushwalk around here, I'll be sure to take some of these with me so I can toss them over my shoulder and yell, look, there's a Yowie over there, mate. But before we go, explain to Woke how an auto level can be used to show curvature. Look, an auto level is something many people, tradies, builders, and all these guys are very familiar with. And Woke, I'm sure you can borrow one for the weekend, so I suggest you do that and try this yourself. So to finish off nicely, I'll play Ruhif's video on how to use an auto level to show curvature and how it can be measured, not just observed. Look, I'll skip the calibration part, but it is very important to do it if you intend to replicate this part of the test. So the link is in the description as always. Now, here is Ruhif proving the curvature with an auto level. And guys, go and sub to Ruhif. He always has the best smackdown videos, and I think he's got Tolan's in his sights again, so that's going to be great.
All right, but how can we use the auto level to show curvature? All right, we do reciprocal shots. Okay, so this is what it would look like on a flat plane. We set up our auto level, do a long shot over to some point in the distance. We then go to where that shot landed and shoot back towards our first location. On a flat plane and a perfectly level auto level, those should coincide. So you should point straight back down the lens of your auto level from the first shot on a flat plane. However, on a globe, when you set up your auto level to do the first shot, you will reach some point over here. You'll then go over to that point and shoot back towards your first shot. But on a globe, there is obviously some drop due to curvature. So what will happen is that you will overshoot your target. You will aim high, or the crosshairs will be higher than your first shot. And it will be equal to double the drop for each shot. All right, so what I tried to do today is go over to North Head in Sydney and point back roughly to Harry's house. So here's my coordinates here, and here I was at the corner of this little viewing platform. There is another viewing platform just over here, which is a couple of meters lower, which will come in handy when you see the footage later. But pointing back towards the west, towards Harry's place. All right, and here we are. So this is a little video showing what I saw on the way back. So, here's a little close-up. So auto level said that level was around about here, so just below this red roof line and around about this front bumper of the car. So I had to drive quite quickly to try and get around to there before these cars moved. I failed. That car had already moved. So here is a rough approximation. But I also had the roof line to work against as well. And I tried my best to underestimate or undershoot my level, because that is generous to the flat earth. All right, so there I am. So I'm roughly in line with that roof line as well as the front bumper of the car. So I am where I shot to from North Head. All right, but let's work out some predictions for what we should see when we point the auto level back towards the first shot. All right, so remember that the auto level actually points down. It's not perfectly calibrated and points down by 0.0055 degrees. Over that distance of around about 5 kilometers, that comes out to be 0.47 meters. And obviously over both shots, you need to double that to 0.94 meters. So on a flat earth, we should see the crosshairs about 1 meter below the first shot, and that's composed entirely of the error in the calibration. However, on a globe, there is 1.61 meters of refracted drop, which you can get from the Metabunk curve calculator. So over both shots, forwards and backwards, you need to double that to 3.22 meters, and then incorporate the same error that the auto level has of 0.94 meters, bringing us down to about 2.3 meters above the crosshairs. Above the first shot. That's where the crosshairs should be. All right, so let's have a look at the actual video. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? So there's the lower observation deck, and there's the higher one where I took the first shot from. So here is the first shot location, just above the railing. Here is some guy here standing here just for scale, and here are the crosshairs. So again, on a flat earth, the prediction was that the crosshairs would be 0.9 meters below the first shot, so somewhere down here. and on a globe, the crosshairs should be 2.3 meters above the first shot, somewhere up near where the crosshairs actually are. The end.
Well, if you liked what we did here, how about you give me a click, a like, a subscribe, and I'll finish off with that promised little bit of the laser and conspiracy cats. This was for his celebration a couple of months ago, but I'm sure he won't mind it if we show it. It's pretty amazing. So I sends my data, my experiment to Conspiracy Cats just to do a peer review, and what does he do? Oh, not enough data points. Reject the outliers. Grade it on a normal curve. Come on, use the right Q test. Man, this guy. Now take that, would you? Now see, he goes, do you see? Do you see? Oh man, do you see, mate? Do you see? Goodness me. Take that. Okay, have that. How do you like them apples?